against G2 and against HVK, my champion pool got a bit targeted, and so I think I'm gonna have to pick up more champions. I don't really think they fear me. I just think that my champion pool is small and that I have to evolve it into more champions, and then I'm gonna show them that I can't get outbanned.
And that's pretty much what we were talking about, Deficio, that smaller champion pool. Not the fear, it's more, can we ban him out? Can we put him on a B tier pick and then exploit that? And that's what Giants tried in game 1, but didn't go so well.
Well, that's step 1 down. Put him on a B tier pick for him. Step 2 is then actually execute in-game.
Yeah, step B to Z, not so great.
Right, they kind of forgot that part.
Yeah.
So, yes, they had a pick and ban phase. That was fine. This game was by no means lost in the pick and ban phase from Giants. They had a good strategy. Ban out Exile. We have seen Chachi do well on Shen in the past, but we've also seen teams punish him in the past on this champion because he doesn't become that split pushing threat. But when all 5 players just kind of lie down on the floor and get destroyed, well then it doesn't matter what you pick or ban.
Smitty J got his preferential pick. I mean, yeah, it really wasn't in the picks and bans. And again, it will be Giants electing blue side in this game. So we'll have the same size as one.
Yeah, should ban Rise now, and then Unicorns will probably ban the Vladimir as the last one, and you can first pick Sivir again, but you'll not remove the Karma at least.
You take that one away. And of course, they banned the Rise and then the Anivia as the counter pick to Vladimir.
And remove the Anivia one. You don't need the Anivia ban, because even if you get first pick Vlad, it's okay to play it against Anivia, so I don't think you need that. Rise should be the ban here. And then Unicorn should just ban the Vlad, give away Sivir once again, or potentially give away Shen to Smitty J, because you're okay giving a champion like Shen that requires communication and coordination to a player on a team who hasn't practiced and has no coordination at all. So if you're Unicorns, I say you just ban Vlad here because he can be obnoxious, he can be super annoying. Don't gamble, give them the Sivir, and take Shen yourself again.
Alright, final ban. No.
Okay.
Okay, so that leaves the Shen open still. Will Giants actually prioritize that, or will they?
They need to go Vlad because
pick rid of Vlad, yeah.
They need a pick like Vlad. If you can get him to 2 items in the mid game, you have a chance of winning late game team fight. So it should not be a discussion at all. We're gonna see Shen again from Chachi, and I would go Sivir, then for move, not for move, for Veritas. So I think so far we get the predictable picks. I still think Unicorns didn't have to give over the Vladimir. Maybe they want Talia real bad for Exile. I mean, that's why they're fine giving away a mid lane pick.
I wonder if Maxwell goes for Elise again, or goes for Gragas here, because I was surprised by how Move just dunked Maxwell in the jungle with that Nidalee pick. That was also because of some mistakes in the early game from Giants. It's just like, yes, let me contest this while I'm going 1v2 and then die at my blue.
Right. It looked really good for Move in the start. Now I'm just only looking at CS. I know obviously you're still doing well and everything, but so he was up in CSD, you know, on Nidalee, which is a big thing for Move. Towards the end of the game, he actually was behind slightly again. I don't know how, but like he was just farming champions.
Maxwell was maybe just farming the lanes while his lanes were just dead. He was
obviously
taxing.
He was just taxing lanes. It's not anything on Move. It was just a little personal.
A bit of a snippet.
A bit. Oh yeah, obviously Nivea is available, so they picked that against Vlad.
Again, predictable.
Except I actually went like, oh, Talia. You know, but I didn't even think about it. Nivea was available.
We just spoke about it in
I know.
Well, there's the Lucian as well, picked up for Sunstar. So not going to be picking up a utility ADC. Going to try and win the bottom lane against Sivir. Good matchup.
Yeah, definitely one of the counters after level 6, the Lucian against the Sivir. I mean, if I'm Giants, honestly, I might just lock in like a... Is there range support available that Hostin actually plays? Probably not, because Karma is banned. But like, you need something that can really win his lane. I'll go Trundle here, myself. It's a counter pick, obviously, against Sivir.
Why wouldn't you pick up like Braum, for example?
Because, so Trundle, you just put the pillar behind Sivir and his spell shield does nothing. And also you take away the stats from Shen top. So I feel like Trundle is far and away the best support pick here. Of the melee supports Hostin plays. Yeah. Braum against Sivir is not always the greatest. It can be very hard to apply your Q due to a spell shield. So I think Trundle makes a whole lot of sense. But at the same time, in the last game, Hostin just activated his Q on Trundle and just ran forward instead of using it to like properly like, you know, auto attack, Q, auto attack. So maybe he's like, I'm not comfortable on playing the difficult Trundle mechanics.
So despite that, it's going to be the Braum regardless.
I mean, so why would he pick it?
Deficio's face contorts. It's like, ugh.
Why would he go Braum here, specifically? Like, Braum is almost never a bad pick. Obviously, you can block the boomerang or some of the auto attacks from Sivir. That's just the one boomerang you really block, and it's not even that big of a deal. You block a spear from Italy, again, not that big of a deal.
You can't block a flying Shen, so...
No, you definitely can't.
He's not a projectile, unfortunately.
I mean, maybe they just really like the Lucian Braum lane.
Yeah.
Like, it is a lane,
It's
obviously,
good.
where it's so easy to apply the stun from Braum, and like you can play it as a kill lane, basically, especially after level 6. But even before that, if you're very aggressive, he has a very aggressive summoner spell choice as well now. So I think we're just going to see Giants honestly do what we talked about in game 1. Be like, guys, comfort, play super aggressive in laning phase, and try and pull out a goal lead and punish Unicorns for normally being not the greatest mid-game team.
We also saw the Gangplank picked up from Giants. What do you make of that? That'll be into Chachi's Shen in top lane.
I mean, that's the thing. We like Gangplank against Shen. It is a good pick, but it's not a pick that normally fits players like Smitty J, who wants to be on, again, more of these pure split pushers.
Yeah.
Again, Gangplank is a pick that's so good for the rest of the team as well. Have like the best scaling of any top lane as well, which is why against Shen, you either want globals, obviously, to match his own global, and then like outscale him. That's like the Gangplank, or you want the pure split push, like let's say Fiora or something.
Yeah.
But no one plays Fiora anymore, so Gangplank is an obvious choice against him, but it's not really the style that normally fits Giants. But like in this case, you got scaling mid laners, you got a lot of focus on like big AoE team fight from both GP and the Vladimir, and then you're just trying to pack a punch down the bottom lane with their Lucian, Braum, and early jungler from Elise. So this is like a composition where Giants are most likely trying to really snowball the bottom lane and then see if they can actually punish Unicorns of Love.
Once again, coaches going to be meeting in the center. Nope.
Those
Lozark's just waiting
looking
there.
for his long-lost love. There she
And then Sheepy just walks up, like,
Like,
see
oh,
you later,
hey.
nerd. All right, going to be shaking
Playing hard to
hands.
get.
Playing hard to get.
Classic
there you
one,
go.
classic one.
Love hurts, you know. It's following the whole Unicorns mantra. Final pick was Tarek as well. We didn't mention that, coming out of Picks and Bans, going to Hillasang, someone who's played a bunch. Very good on that pick. Very good in these big, messy fights, getting into these skirmishes as well. Didn't mention it last game, but join them on Twitter and use those hashtags GIA win and hashtag UOL win. We'll be checking on what you guys think when we get into game. Pretty sure only 5 of you voted last time as we had the 80-20 vote. So I'm sure we can get more of you voting now as we get into game 2 of this best of 5 between the Unicorns of Love and Giants. 1-0 lead to the Unicorns.
What a lead it is, Pulse. It's not just a 1-0, it was crazy stomp.
Yeah. You say it was the fastest game that we've had?
It was the fastest game of the EULCS. Yes, it was insane
Yeah,
to
quite
watch,
fast.
honestly.
Baron into win.
And what really stood out to me was the fact that Giants had individual members in each lane who actually managed to mess up real bad. So top lane, Smitty J just jumped in and died to Chachi. Sunstar obviously didn't have a mouse or keyboard and got killed by the Italy spear. Maxlow waited in near his blue buff, got killed as well.
1v2.
We had Knight in the mid lane who flashed too late and died 1v1 to Exile. Like,
a lot of his Ws.
Each member actually had a moment, so like none of them can actually point fingers at each other and be like, you messed up more than me. No, they all did.
No one can take the high ground as well.
Exactly.
If it
So
was just
now,
one guy.
this is where you have that talk after the game where you're like, hey guys, that was real bad from all of us. So we're all in this together. And now together we're going to get out of this slump. And that is my motivational speech. All together. You're going to get out of this slump here.
Hey man, I'd watch a motivational speech from Deficio.
You're going to play better in this game.
Alright. Who did it better, Yamato or Deficio? You decide. Hashtag Deficio win. Hashtag Yamato motivational speech win.
We had a Prolly one as well, which was
that's true. Yeah.
crazy speech.
Level
Level 1 trading, Pulse.
Oh yeah. Got those stacks. Going to be mounting us up real fast onto Hillasang. People generally don't die at level 1 when you have a 2v2, so we'll just watch them hit each other for a bit.
And now you watch the race for level 2 as always. If Giants can actually get level 2 first, they can definitely all in on Unicorns and try and pick up an early kill. Sadly for them, they're losing the push against Sivir. It's going to even out after these, don't worry. It's not over yet. The race is not over yet. We need the melees down from the next wave.
Okay.
And then we get to see it. So let's keep the camera on the bottom lane. Nothing else is happening on the map. All right, so now you're a bit behind, sadly, because the melees are much lower on your side. That means Giants will not get early level 2 here. Oh, one more hit. One more minion.
There it is. There's the level 2.
It.
But Hillasang didn't jump in.
And you lost your chance.
Yeah.
For the level 2 already.
All right, we're done with bot lane. Let's go to mid lane now. Exile, he got his Anivia into Knight with his Vladimir. That was, of course, taken away from the Unicorns of Love. And Anivia was banned in game 1, but it's purely because of this matchup.
Yeah, it is an Exile special. And one thing we have to look for in this one, it actually burned me before, is when does Vladimir take his pool? Does he take level 3 or level 4? I just saw Knight took it at level 3. And this is something Exile thought Perks didn't do when they actually played in the semi-final. And he all-in'd him, level 3, flashed for him. Perks just pulled away and ran away. And I was like, oh, why would he do that? Well, February was kind enough to teach me that a lot of Vladimirs will go double Q, so like Q, E, Q.
Yeah.
And then if he didn't have that pool at level 3, Exile could have all-in'd him and tried to kill him, but Perks did pick it up. He didn't get the kill. Knight also took it in this case here. He has pool level 3, so the all-in is kind of gone now, sadly, from Exile.
Interesting, interesting. And shooting out a Flash Frost, see if we can just connect it, do a bit of damage, but not too much happening in mid lane right now. And then the final lane we have to talk about. We do our rounds in the early game is Chachi versus Smitty J in the top lane.
It's like watching, do you ever watch professional cycling? Like Tour de France?
Yeah.
They always have like really slow start to the broadcast. Now there's actually some fighting pulse. The guy's attacking.
He's cycling into the bottom lane. Hylissang, a lot of damage going on to him. Huston trying to chase after, but unfortunately Sunstar can't really get in range. They also used Ignite on that one, but 2 summoners from the Unicorns of Love.
He tried to get away from the group. Sadly, he couldn't really create a gap, so he's back. Everything is quiet once again, but there is a chance for Giants to attack once more. But again, when you watch professional cycling, always like the first hour basically is so chill.
Right.
There's just a little bit to talk about all the guys, you know, in the race, a bit about the nature around it, and we go through like every lane, every team. You talk about what's happening, and it's very chill. And then we're gonna see some action soon. Like I predict around the bottom lane, we're gonna get it. I would like to see Maxlow actually be on this bottom side and ready to gank. He's doing a Raptor. He's full HP. He does a flash. He leaves. Like, come on, the enemy bot lane is at your tower, and you have a Braum Lucian lane. It's super easy. It's so easy for you to go in and actually proc that passive.
You're an early game jungler.
You have to try and snowball this bottom lane. Sivir heavily outscales Lucian.
Not gonna happen. So at what point does it start to heat up in cycling? When they get close to each other or what? Because I usually only watch the end, just so I see them passing the finishing line.
So you always watch the start, because there's always a group who will attack first. Okay. And like once they then create a gap,
you don't attacking? Wow.
Yeah, so they like attack, they remove themselves from the main group, and then you don't watch for like an hour or 2 hours because they're just kind of like 20 minutes ahead of the other ones.
That's what I do.
And then the other ones, like the main group starts speeding up a lot, and then they catch them, and then the end you get the big sprint.
Right.
That's like, you need to watch the end and the start. And then when it's the mountain, when you're in the mountains, you gotta watch like almost all of it, because then it's super exciting all the time.
So we're still in the early game when we're talking about the teams. We haven't reached the mountain yet.
No, but we are expecting someone to pull an attack soon, preferably Max Lore.
Right.
Try and go in and really speed up this game here, put some tempo in it. He's near the bottom lane. He's not spotted yet, guys.
Alright.
The spider in the bush. But now Unicorns of Love. Actually, Unicorns had 3 wards in his jungle, so they probably did see him. Never mind that part. They might just bait this one. They have TP and Chachi as well. Maxlow's coming in now.
He's being a patient hunter, but the Q did not land. It was spell shielded out, and now the turnaround, the 2v3. Ultimate coming down from the top lane, in from Gangplank. Hylissang gets locked up. First blood to Maxlaw.
There we go.
Move comes down, not there in time.
Always watch the start, guys. Unicorns, they knew he was there. They had wards in the jungle to spot him, but they wanted to set up a trap. Moop was running down, that TP from Chachi. Problem is for them, it just wasn't enough. And that's a first blood for Giants in the bottom lane. The bottom lane. They wanted to get these early kills. Let's see it again. So this is the trap they're setting up. Goes in, gets a good block from Veritas first. And this TP is really far away. I think Chachi realizing he can't actually do a whole lot even if he joins and cancels. And they pick up the kill.
GP ult was pretty big there as well. Landed a good couple of volleys as they were trying to back away.
Always love the GP ult.
All of it coming together there from Giants. And first blood. So that's what we wanted. A bit more comfort from them. Maybe Hudson just jumping onto that. Braum. And making things happen in the bottom lane. Try and get that early advantage. Try and stop Unicorns from snowballing out of control. And maybe see if they can ride this advantage into the mid game.
Yeah, I think Huston is lost though. He's now topside.
Yeah,
the risk card is not your AD carry. Your AD carry is this Lucian down the bottom lane who would like you to be down here with him, because now the enemy supporter has no flash, so you can just return gank.
You seen that Gandalf image where it's just like, what is this place?
Yeah, I have no memory of this place. However, there's a Shen ulti pulse, so we gotta remember that. All-inning is not easy. Now Sunstar, poor guy, gets pulled off his tower because his support was for some reason completely lost on the map and was looking at the Rift Scuttler. Anyway, Shen ulti is a thing to respect, so you can't just all in if you're Giants on the bottom side. You need GP ulti at least available. That's going to be about a minute's time for Smitty J. I actually want to see if Hostin even plays a single ward on his little detour.
Good question. Go and check that Deficio. I'm going to take a look at top lane, where Chachi is getting an advantage over Smitty right now, but he's just allowing him to hit him, so Maxwell can come in and hit him with the cocoon. There's the flash out from Chachi. He's good to go, but has to burn that summoner for the privilege of staying alive. And Maxwell will TP back to base. So Smitty J just punishing him as he pushed up, and will equalize a bit of this farm, but Chachi with a pretty decent CS lead in the top lane. What have you discovered, Deficio?
So Hustlin, he walks the top side. He places a ward at their own wolf camp because they thought Move might still be there, but Move was already gone. He walks past the Rift Scuttler and then he just walks straight down to the bottom lane again. So he tried to join in, see if he could maybe catch Move in their own jungle. Just came in way too late and ended up not doing anything, but cost his AD carry a little bit of CS in the bottom lane. They do find Move.
Move getting caught out. That's the full combo in from Maxwell. He's so low with Knight coming in there as well. He'll chime in for the assist and fade away ult from Smitty J as well. 2-0 lead.
Yeah, too much confidence here from Move there. Nivea was pushed back to her tower, and a very important rule when you play a jungler, both in solo queue and professional plays. If your mid laner is pushed to his own tower, don't try and invade the enemy jungle, because your mid laner can't follow, and the enemy mid lane can just walk down behind you, which is exactly what Knight just did. So Move just walks in, no backup, dies for nothing, honestly. Giants picks up a good kill here, and we get to see a much different start. Maxwell's actually been able to pick up kills. Knight troll pulls around it, and then he laughs. Classic move, good mechanics on the laugh.
I think that's actually just in the animation. I think he comes back up and he just laughs. I don't think
really?
I don't think you actually have to click anything for that.
What if you did laugh as well? Would he then?
He'd just laugh again, I think, afterwards. Because someone flamed me in solo queue once because I was laughing so much at Ziggs. I was like, dude, that happens after every time you click Q. He was very tilted. But either way, some champions.
First one was you played Ziggs.
Come on, man, this was like season 3. This
okay, well,
this wasn't like a recent thing. I'm not a mid laner, mate.
So how would I know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I didn't know you had a solo queue story from season 3.
Yeah, I should have put some more context there, yeah. But you know I'm a top player.
The last time he played a game
together for our internal tournament, which we won. We default victories.
We did
multiple times.
We have been a good team.
Skill.
And we only win with Maokai.
Yeah.
Or Nautilus top.
That's true. Maybe Huston will default to a Nautilus at some point. It was his pick from solo queue. Actually did not horribly in the regular season with it, funny enough. One day.
Oh, what a beast.
Hustlin Beast.
Hustlin has...
Do you think he introduces himself like that, like James Bond? He's just like, Beast. Hustlin Beast.
Seeing as he removed the beast part, probably not.
Yeah.
Sadly. But maybe in the past he did. He used to be a good name.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Fantastic.
We have Move on this Italy once again, and it's a pick that, despite them winning in game 1, still not a fan of it, because I don't think it is specifically his style. I think in this game he's also shown like a lack of awareness, just invading in and randomly getting caught without his mid lane even being nearby. He tries again, but this time Giants have placed the ward. Giants have actually placed the ward here to stop the sniper.
Oh, Hillasang, he's getting stunned up. Coming in with the ultimate will keep her alive for a couple seconds. Hustlin will have to flash away. Chachi coming down. The taunt onto Hustlin. That'll be the kill for sure. Surely Hustlin gets out alive somehow. And Hillasang also escapes. Both support survives.
The all-in the bottom lane against the Shen with GP ulti. Everyone is down here joining the party. No one dies, both supports being extremely low. And was 4 members from Unicorns on this bottom side with Move joining and, of course, Chachi. Move didn't want to overcommit, so he actually didn't jump in to kill Hustlin. A little bit surprising if we get the replay and you guys can see it. But everyone else is backs away. Let's see what summoners were used. We got the ulti. We got the teleport used by Chachi to top lane, but that's not really part of the fight. So let's see. This is the anti-move ward. This if your AD carry struggles to dodge a spear, you place a ward here. Not a serious thing, but in this case, let's say it is. And then the all-in. Tarek is always good against Braum because it's very easy to time the ulti. Your Tarek ulti with Braum's engage. So Move here, he stays really far out. Why doesn't he just jump in on Hustlin here? He kind of just hovers around, even takes damage from the GP ulti, and then Hustlin gets to walk away. In the end, Everyone stays alive. And
Trevor's favorite song.
everyone stays alive?
Yeah. Also, something really small that I saw in the top lane as Chachi TP back up there is you can keep Bastion. Gonna have to tell that story later. Maxwell coming in for the top lane gang. Does Chachi have flash? Yes, he does. And he flashes away from the cocoon. He flashes in a straight line, but he's good to go. So again, he survives, but took a fair bit of punishment. So may need to head back at some point in the near future, or just wait at his tower. But what I wanted to say is Bastion stays on you when you teleport in, and then if you charge up the Dazzle on top of that, then you can arrive at your tower, and if the enemy top laner happens to be standing there, you can dazzle them, and then it breaks apart, obviously, because you're on the opposite side of it.
You have like a second, basically.
Yeah, yeah, so you have that one stun to set up a potential kill. Just thought it was cool. Mid lane, Exile, still punishing Knight, as to be expected in this matchup.
Well, again, the thing is, you don't win laning phase as Anivia versus Vladimir. It's more like outside of lane, you use Anivia to kind of zone the Vladimir away and stop him from diving your backline. And now he's diving Exile.
He is. I mean, unfortunately at this point, he has a Spirit Visage. So once Vlad has that, very difficult to kill him. Top lane, Maxwell again with the gank. 3-0, representing all of the kills in this game.
Yeah, right now, Maxlaw is definitely showing that he can out-jungle move in this case here, because they're so close in CS, but Max also has 3 kills now. He's been able to give a kill both to Smitty J, to Sunstar, or well, in the lanes, he actually picked up the kills himself. Classic greedy jungler, but he's been helping top, he's been helping bot. Truly are all unicorns.
In our hearts. Aren't we all unicorns? Alright, top lane gank.
I mean, this is a very simple setup. You see enemy jungler mid, and then Chachi stuck on the tower. It's just a really good gank, a really good play from Maxlaw and Giants, and I like this a lot more. Like, such a different game. Giants looked so lost in game 1, and nothing they could do, honestly. They made mistakes in every single lane, and now they've been able to punish unicorns, honestly, pick up kills left and right, and it's all about Maxlaw, and Move is just not able to do anything against him right now in this Nidalee. Maxlaw's even above him in level because of all the kills.
It was just warm-up, that game 1 apparently. And also, like, the problems we were expecting from Move are showing its face now.
And also, back to the draft, Unicorns decided it's okay giving away Vlad because we have our counter pick to it. Which is still like an odd decision, in my opinion, just because Vlad can be so powerful if he gets to that mid-game stage. And like that's kind of the way you can lose this Unicorns, is like one of these big AoE mages like Vladimir.
Well, bot lane trade. Dazzle lands onto Hudson. He'll back away. Maxor is there to clear away this pink, but of course Unicorns will see him. Slight advantage now to the Giants' bottom lane in terms of CS. Very, very slight.
Yeah, so advantage for them. Knight is winning the mid lane hard in terms of CS as well. Able to just do whatever he wants, and this is the problem. It's very hard for Nivea to kill Vlad. He has Spirit Visage. First item, you don't really kill him. You get cool as well. It's almost impossible to take him down. Maxlaw takes away a blue buff as well. He's engaged.
Yeah, that's Signs coming in for the engage. Sansa will back away, but Chachi's on top of him for the first kill. Hudson gets called out. He's split from the pack. Maxlaw will have to try and get away here, and unfortunately, the bottom lane from Giants both fall.
Yeah, just as we praised Giants for a much better early game, they end up walking into the enemy jungle and don't really have a way out. Always need that escape plan if you want to go into the enemy jungle. Turned out Sunstar and Hustlin were caught with their pants down, and both die instantly. Another Shin ult being used by Chachi, trying to get the first tower, but this is just Smitty J for now, but Maxlaw is coming.
It's coming down, got 2 versus 3, still has Cosmic Radiance, and he'll get the invulnerability just in time. He'll back away, but Maxlaw jumps after, Neurotoxin for the kill, but the Boomerang Blade will find a return kill, and Chachi teleports into the bottom lane to secure this tower. Mid lane, Knight is attacking this egg. He won't kill it in time. Exile's going to come back up, but he may be able to chase him down into the pool. And I believe he missed his Q. Oh, he's got the Q into the E. And Exile, he flies away, he floats away. Bot lane, Chachi getting chased down. He doesn't have anyone protecting him. I could have sworn it was someone with him. Unfortunately, Giants are just going to run him down.
Veritas has left the bottom lane, but Chachi stayed, I think, to maybe see if he can grab like 1 or 2 extra waves. Yeah. Didn't get to see why he was caught down there. This is the fight way before that, where Giants sent the bottom lane and Maxlaw in to take blue buff and just get flanked completely by the Unicorns of Love, and they both go down. And then you try and set up a play now in the bottom lane if you are the Unicorns of Love, where Smitty J and Maxlaw try to defend it. So as soon as he gets hit by Cocoon, he comes out, Hillsang pops the ulti, and now problem for Giants is the fact that they couldn't kill him at first and have to then flash forward, and then you overextend and goes down. Or go down yourself. Exile and Knight. Still think this Vladimir is going to be a massive, massive issue. He's winning the laning phase. He's able to put a lot of pressure. Giants even out the tower score in the bottom lane as well. 1-for-1 down there, but there's a second one going down the top side, so definitely an advantage for Giants.
I mean, I like the draft coming in even last game, and this one is just even going better for them. Maxor finds Exile, no egg, remember. Move coming in, should be able to finish him off. Smitty J of the ultimate for the kill, and Move trying to back away, but he just landed the spear. He was thinking about going in, and Hillsang had us back with the dazzle. I'm going to jump in this one, but that was another kill to the Giants.
Much like game 2 of the quarterfinal between these two teams, Pauls, Giants managed to bounce back after being destroyed in the first game. Suddenly they have a much better early game. Maxlaw able to find success with some early ganks.
I mean, hopefully history doesn't repeat itself, because then they lost that series.
Then they would lose the next two, obviously, but they did win the game 2, and it came down to Unicorns falling behind early and then simply trying to play the same way as if they were ahead.
Yeah.
Constantly looking to pressure forward, push forward, get into the enemy jungle, without really knowledge of when and why are we even doing this. In this case here, again, they get caught out. Exile has no flash, has no egg, and they get caught out in the enemy jungle and ends up going down again. So they play the same way, no matter if they're up 5k or down 5k, and that's what's getting punished now by Giants.
Longest chase of all time, but Knight wasn't able to get there, so they'll back away from this and just push Chachi away so he can't just freely push in the bottom side. The Giants was still a pretty sizable gold lead, and with Dragon coming up in just a minute and a half, we'll be able to contest this one. And Rift Herald, just combine the two words there, will go back to the void. Rild, maybe that's his name. Exile taking some hurt, but Hillsang's here to support him. And he's a Nivea, so wave clear happens to be a specialty of that bird.
I always like to see Elise with early kills getting Proto Belt. Like they're kind of two choices, right? Proto Belt is the build to go for if you really want to carry.
Yeah, the 100-0 build. Smitty J nails him with the spear. Move still chasing after. There's the ultimate. Lots of damage coming out from the barrels. But unfortunately, Chachi's still chasing him down. Move jumps after. Comes in with a takedown. Oh, point blank executed. Move will drop. Unfortunately, Smitty J. Oh, he's going to taunt him. And Chachi finishing off the Twilight Assault. Man.
Crazy that he actually gets a kill here. Definitely a misplay as well on the side of Unicorns. But Smitty J basically did everything he could have done in that situation and gets a 1-for-1. Rest of Giants were not in a position to really pressure on the map, and that's always the big no-no when you want to play split push polls. Like, you cannot push forward in one lane if your other two lanes are not in a position to at least do something. Like, one of those lanes have to be able to then hit an enemy tower, take away all the camps and set up deep vision, and maybe get a kill themselves. Otherwise, it's never worth it for you to push this far up. So, start the fight. Look at your minimap, guys. In mid lane, it's already been wave cleared by Nivea, the wave that was there. Sunstar's moving top, so he's not going to be able to do anything. And that means Smitty J is overextended, but it's a good start. Gets the barrel combo on move and the damage from it, and he has the passive ready. Ooh. Oh! Gets the hit from barrel plus auto attack with the passive after. We probably killed him without it, but without the passive, that is. And he goes down with style.
Yeah.
You gotta die. At least die properly.
Unicorns of Love now pressuring the Dragon. Knight gonna become a problem, as you already mentioned, but I think we're gonna see it very shortly. Wall comes up and actually everything missed from Exile, unfortunately.
I mean, this is where Giants' composition has so many spikes. You know, 2 items QP, 2 items Vladimir, Black Cleaver and Ghostblade on Lucian, like his biggest power spike as well. You definitely do not want to fight right now if you're the Unicorns of Love. Even the Proto build at least is enough of a threat to almost one-shot one of your squishies, so Giants are really, really strong at this point. And Unicorns are down in gold, down in towers, down basically everything but dragons, but no one really cares about having 1-for-1 in dragons in this current meta.
But Unicorns have the tools to stall. They have an Anivia who will wave clear forever. They have a Sivir who will do the same, and also a late game Sivir. But Vlad is always Vlad.
See, I agree, but I always hated the statement of, it's impossible to finish because of the wave clear. Like, at this point of your Giants, you start putting pressure on Baron. Then. Even though it's very early,
Force them out.
Force them out. You know, get the Nivea to run from a mid lane to that Baron pit. You don't care about a wave clear if you have to force it to run through your own jungle, almost blind, and risk getting flanked. Like, a wave clear means nothing then. It is hard if you try and, like, 5-man siege a tower, for sure. But, like, stop playing around Baron then. Force a fight there, win that fight, and then put pressure on 3 lanes at once. And whichever lane the Nivea is not in is the lane you can then try and pressure around. Because we have seen they can easily go up and kill Chachi. Maxlow and SmittyJ together can easily kill Chachi in one top side. So then it doesn't matter, Nivea is just permanent wave clearing mid. So we should see Giants within the next few minutes. Load up on pink wards. Get 5, man. I mean, 4 at least. 5 to be real strong. And then just get that vision around the Baron and around the enemy jungle. The red side jungle you see here, where Maxlow is moving in. And force Unicorns away from these waves here and defending these towers.
That's the plan. We'll see if they can execute on that. Because the problem in game 1 was they had the strategy, they just couldn't execute on it.
So they forgot to clear wave in mid here, which means now Unicorns actually get a chance to move up. You always need to clear the mid wave first before you move into enemy jungle.
Gotta be careful though, because they could come in for an engage. Veritas is jumping in here. Repel comes up, Hillisang chasing down Hustlin as well in the backlines. Meanwhile, Sunstar gonna be falling to Chachi. Hustlin is way behind his team, but the turnaround for Maxwell, it will be enough to take down Mu. But Chachi, beautiful double taunt, will claim both of those kills. 3 for 2. Unicorns re-engage. Here comes Knight. He's looking for blood, quite literally. And Exile is dropping into egg form and dropping down for the count. 4 for 3. Advances Giants.
Oh, it looked very, very close in the start here. Giants completely forgot about that wave in mid lane and just walked into enemy jungle. Unicorn took the wave, pushed it all the way down to tower, and tried to get a 5-on-5 team fight. Problem is, they are behind and they're fighting against GP ult, against Vladimir. While Vladimir joins very late, he's running from top lane right now. So this is a 3v4 at first, and then Shen joins in to make it 5. They actually missed the taunt on Sunstar, so have to invest flashes to kill him. Bit of a mistake from Unicorns, and now Vladimir is coming in from behind. You can see him right there, enter the fight, Knight flashing in. And there's nothing Unicorns can do at this point. They invested so much in the start of the fight, when it was technically a 3v5. Once the big carries joined from Giants, they managed to pick up the kills.
Yeah, I've just got to commend that flank from Knight. Hit pretty much everyone with Tides of Blood multiple times.
But SmittyJ is
lots of damage.
able to hit multiple barrels in this one.
I mean, everything just went perfectly, really, for them in that last fight.
It is not often I see a GP at 25 minutes sit on 3.5 items. Like, we gotta remember, GP also gets a lot of extra gold compared to other champions. So, like, right now, SmittyJ is over 2,000 gold ahead of Visichachi. And a lot of it obviously comes down to the kills. And there's some of the damage you're gonna get from GP in the late game against so many squishy members on the side of Unicorns. And GP is able to chain those barrels towards the backline, towards Anivia, Nidalee, Sivir, and then just set up Knight to get in there and finish the kills.
5.5k damage. That's like more than 3 Sivirs. It's a lot of damage. On to Unicorns. Oh, maybe try and get a pick on tonight. He's got the Sanguine Paw for another couple seconds. But can't really get the punish. It's actually SmittyJ who's engaging with the GP ult using Glacial Fissure. We'll call that one an NA ult. And Unicorns will fall back away.
Trust me, we are not in a position to call anything an NA something.
We'll call that one an EU ult. We'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, let's see what happens at Worlds.
Yeah.
This is obviously what the team are playing for.
Then we can start.
This is the regional qualifier, guys. This is stage 1. Unicorns and Giants had the lowest amount of championship points coming into the gauntlet. So that's why they're playing today. The winner plays against Fnatic tomorrow. And the winner of that one plays against Splice on Monday. And the winner of that one gets to go to Korean boot camp, get spanked by a few Korean teams, and then go to Worlds and represent Europe.
That's the initiation.
That's your reward.
Yeah. And that's what they're fighting for. And they're fighting hard for it. Giants doing real well in these fights. This may be a game to win, which would prove some of the predictions wrong on the analyst test, and mine.
Only Stress, I believe, said 3-1.
Yeah.
But this has really been a holy trinity game, guys. It's SmittyJ, Maxlow, and Knight, who's carrying, who's picking up the kills, who's doing well.
Oh, here comes the engage. Wall him off. And Hustle jumps over the wall, and he's good. That's the end of that trade, actually. Goodbye.
One of the setups, though, if you have Anivia, surround, let's see, another fight's gonna happen. Here's Knight.
Oh, he's so fast. Walking into this middle lane. Will chase down Hillersign. Cosmic Radiance keeps him alive. Flash over the wall. And the taunt from Chachi trying to burst down Knight, but he's into the pool. Hudson is blocking up a lot of damage for the Giants lineup. And after all that, no one dies just yet.
And Unicorns of Love have not really been forced to use any of their defensive tools lately. They've been able to push past the river every time and try and catch Giants and take these fights here. Despite being down 5k gold, been some very close fights. It's all about Smitty J though. If he can get a few bell hits on multiple Unicorns members, then Knight will be able to pick up the kills. Another fight, Pulse.
Taunt landed onto Knight, but he's back into the pool. Exile goes down into the egg form. Will be the first casualty here. Smitty J claiming that kill. Knight following him to Hillersign into the Zhonya's. He's just so damn hard to kill at this stage in the game. Hillersign running away for dear life. Hustlin still trucking. And again, another one fight for Giants.
And another situation where Unicorns, when they are 5 and they're able to ward off their flanks, are looking okay and in these fights here, but then when they split up and Giants find some way to kind of get the flank, either from Knight or from Maxlaw or from Smitty J, they're able to get one of these squishies down. This time it was Exile who died. Maxlaw managed to move behind him and lock him down, despite having Flash ready on Exile as well.
Maybe a pick onto Knight. He does have the pull still. Chachi got the taunt once again. But the kill onto Move. The kill onto Hillersign. Lands the chair. Lands the kill. Sunstar with a fadeaway double tap. Nice kill onto the support there. And again, Giants just casually picking up kills in these skirmishes.
Unicorns, they want too much here. Staying around trying to fight again without their mid laner.
You got the dragon. Just back away.
Just accept the fact that you can't fight again, but they didn't, and they lost more kills, and now Baron is being started.
Chachi and Veritas, no jungler to speak of.
Exile
no real burst. Exile with a wall for vision.
Oh, they give it up.
It's a flash for us or nothing, but secured by Maxlaw. Smite had a good time.
And really, this is on Unicorns a lot for staying around, trying to fight again after the initial fight was over. This is after the dragon has been taken.
Oh.
Move flash into the wall. The rest of Unicorns are trying to kill Exile up here. So not Exile, but kill Knight. And they end up all being caught out.
Very different game in game 2, Deficio. Giants, that first kill, and getting 3 kills over Unicorns of Love before dropping anything. They've been ahead in this game for pretty much all of the game. Maxwell, good punishes this time. Move made a couple mistakes early game, which led to more kills. And the laners just generally did better from Giants.
Yeah, and the start of that last fight, the one we didn't get to see in the replay where Exile died, was actually again Unicorns wanting too much. They stayed around to try and pick up another kill on Sunstar, and then they end up like hiding in a bush, and then all of Giants kind of just move around them and catch Exile and kill him. So definitely a questionable decision from Unicorns and just being too aggressive in their shot calling.
Need to see them change for game 2. Like to change their picks and bans tactic as well going into game 2, but Knight clearing away these minions.
It's actually quite impressive they even picked up that Infernal Drake. They were a man down.
Yeah, Sunstar started it as well, and I was like, hang on, that's not Sunstar.
Sunstar started and the rest of Giants just ran back to the tier 1 tower. Doesn't matter for now. Giants able to siege.
Double ult. What does it mean? Move gonna die maybe? No, he's good. He's gonna pounce away. Sunstar. Oh, piercing light not quite close enough, but he did take down the tower. Baron minions as well. Middle tower set to 4. Hillersign takes a big barrel to the face. 888, not a lucky number for him. And bottom lane, Knight gonna take away this tower. Giants, massive advantage in this game now. 10k horizon.
As soon as you have the Baron and you're this far ahead, then you don't care about the enemy wave clear because you can just dive them, or at least threaten the dive. Put GP ulti behind the tower like we saw Giants do here, and Unicorns can't stay and defend. They have to just back away, and they lose the tower. Inhib mid is now open for Giants. Elder Drake is the next dragon coming. No Baron for now. This current Baron buff will run out fairly soon. Unicorns of Love, though, have shown when they have these fights where they can kite, it's hard for Giants to kill them. But then Unicorns have also shown that after they technically won the position war, they didn't try to set up another pick and stayed around and got punished for it Because then suddenly you're now spread out, you're overextended, and Giants are able to get into the back line every single time. Smitty J and Maxlor leading the way.
Feels to me as well, like no matter how well you do in a fight, you just can't kill Knight. Like he has Sanguine pull-ups so often, he has the Zhonya's Hourglass, and he'll drop below and then, oh, I got all my health back from Q. It's so annoying to deal with him. And then you've got Maxor and Smitty, as you mentioned, massive threats on the team. Sunstar isn't even doing badly in this game either. There's just so many threats to deal with in these fights, and because Giants are so far ahead, has compounded into this massive lead. And I think we just need to go back earlier into the game and see where it went wrong for Unicorns. And I think it was very early on where that happened, but we may have an engage here. GP ult coming down, going to be cutting off the escape route from Unicorns, but that is a good Cosmic Iranians out from Veritas into this fight. Triple kill looking to be set up here from the Unicorns, actually. Maxwell into the Guardian Angel. Knight is falling back. Chachi's on top of him underneath the tower. That's the double kill, looking for the triple. And there it is. Knight should die. Surely, no, he's going to walk away. Smitty J is there to protect him as well. Sunstar also escaped. The flash, the taunt. But unfortunately, the pool was up once again, but the Dazzle will lock him down. Thank God he's finally dead. Knight is dead. Sunstar somehow died. It looked like Move chased him down. And after all of that, a 4-0 for the Unicorns.
But again, we get a team fight where Unicorns are now able to kite back. No one is getting flanked. No one is dying early. That ulti from Hylissang came down just in time to keep Veritas alive, and then he was able to get so many hits on the entire team of Giants. That's a mid tower now. Elder Drake, 50 seconds. Unicorns are not able to rush it down, sadly. We'll have to just go back, shove, and then return to that Dragon Pit and take another fight. And you need these wards around you. There's no TP flanks from Giants. There's no one who can really get into that backline unless you allow them to. Look at this again. 4 members from Unicorns. They can see everyone from Giants around them, and it's only Hostley moving in behind. And as soon as they manage to just disengage, they're actually able to just have this wall in front of them, because they also have a tower then behind the rest of Giants. And Giants are no longer able to get to the backline after surviving that initial engage on the side of Unicorns. And now Veritas, Exile together can take down everyone, and that move is able to move. Sunstar. Oh, Sunstar trying.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage onto him. And that was the end of that. But it was just Giants were in too deep and got wrecked underneath the tower. So that did give up a bit of their gold lead. Knight not fully blocked off with that wall there. Lots of damage coming in from Veritas. Definitely misspoke during the fight. It was a really good ult from Hylissang, but it's actually Veritas' ulting now with the Shen ultimate on top of him. But this is Unicorn going very deep for this kill onto the GP. Meanwhile, the flank from Giants could be big. Move, taking a lot of hits in from Sunstar. And for now, everyone will live and fight to see another day.
Unicorn's trying again, though, to be very aggressive. It's the 80 carry you're sending forward with the Shen ulti on, exposing the rest of your team. Did manage to get a few cooldowns away from Giants, but that's about it. There's no ulti for Knight for this fight, no ulti for Sunstar, no ulti for Smitty.
Oh, the stun onto Sunstar, the CC chain. Goodbye, Sunstar. Exile kiting away in the backlines. He's got a massive shield. Knight trying to finish him off, but the Flash Frost will pin him down. Meanwhile, Smitty J getting hinted out by Move and Chachi. He's trying to escape, but Hudson may be sacrificing his life, or they may both die. He's into the Guardian Angel, but as soon as he comes back up, there's many people camped on top of him. At 4-0, Maxwell goes back to base, and after a dominating performance from Giants, Unicorns of Love turn it all around.
Yeah, Giants didn't have cooldowns. They had no ultis ready for a potential dragon fight. They stepped forward anyway and just got jumped by Unicorns of Love. They're still down and go.
And at this moment, Giants knew they screwed up. Unicorns of Love taking down the second Nexus turret. They're onto the Nexus itself. And at 36 minutes, with the comeback, Unicorns take game 2.
It is not often we see a team win and still be down over 3,000 gold. But 2 team fights in a row have Giants either rushing forward between 2 towers or fighting without ultis, and then you get punished. There are definitely a lot of fights here that are worth rewatching.
Yeah.
Because it's not only just, oh, this team's slightly overextended here. I'm sure there have been a lot of individual mistakes in them. Like, whenever there's a gangplank, you always look for, did he manage to get like a barrel on multiple members, or did he not? Because like he just missed the second one maybe. I'm just guessing right here because it's hard when we watch them live. very quickly to see every little detail in these fights. But this was not a game Giants should have lost, like, at all.
No.
Also because Unicorns were so aggressive in these, like, mid to early late game fights, where whenever they actually had a good positioning, they're like, nah, let's hide in the bush and try and rush forward and kill this guy. And we now get jumped from 3 angles and we lose. What a weird game.
This was the second comeback from a 50-minute deficit in playoffs. This was the second one coming out from
and
Unicorns.
Splice had the first one.
And Splice had the first one. So, okay, first game was the Fellowship of the Ring, because Gandalf was just walking around, couldn't find his lane. Game 2 was the 2 towers, right?
That was this game.
That was this game.
Game
So next game should be Return of the King, right? Where Knight will come in. He'll come in with like a Vladimir or a crazy pick and just kill everyone. That's what we're expecting here, right?
Well, then it would have to end after just 3 games, which wouldn't make sense.
But Unicorns win again. That would end the saga, right?
Oh, so basically not. But Knight is doing well.
Exactly.
But we kind of changed the story a little bit because
yeah.
actually the evil guys or the bad guys do win in the end, not Aragon. So I feel like yours.
This is the alternate timeline.
Right. Also,
Exactly.
just again heads up, the game where Gandalf was confused was actually this game.
Ah, you ruined it. I knew it when I was saying it, but it was just like, I'm just gonna swing it like you guys forgot.
And also we had the Legolas Gimli kind of thing, which actually is from the 2 towers, which was
from
supposed
Helm's
to be the
Deep.
second one.
All right, okay, the timeline screwed up here, but
we mixed them.
we're just contorting it a little, and then we'll make it work.
If you watched the 2 towers as the first one, and then you watched the Fellowship of the Ring as the second one,
I don't know why you do that,
it would
but
fit.
if you did,
then it would fit.
Okay,
I agree with you.
We'll keep the storyline going.
Problem with the Return of the King, because again that requires Knight to win technically, unless we go into the Hobbits. But the Hobbits were never a movie, was
true.
it?
No, they were.
No, I don't think.
I mean, the trilogy was awful.
I'm pretty sure no one ever released the Hobbit ever. It was just the original 3 movies, and then that's it.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing came out after that. I see where you're going with this one. But if they theoretically did, then we could carry it on. But then we have 6, not 5. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to kill this because this is going nowhere. Either way, in Game 3, Giants, like, they had the execution.
2.
No, I'm talking about next game now.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry.
I'm
also getting
the final one of the film.
Here.
Like, in-game was significantly better from Giants.
The early game.
The draft was fine. In-game was also fine. And then they just screwed up twice and then lost the game. Like,
Maxlaw out-jungled Move in this game. 100%.
Oh, for sure.
He was even in farm, and he was able to gank multiple lanes at the same time. So he actually, Smitty J was being set up for success, had a good GP game up until like the last few team fights, and then he almost had no impact. And also Knight was able to outfarm in mid on this Vladimir. So like, it looked really good for Giants.
Yep.
And then
but of course it did. I mean, the whole game looked good. Like, you want to praise Giants for that game, and then at the very end, it was just those 2 team fights that turned it. Either way, with that comeback, Unicorns of Love are a match point, so let's head over to Sifa and Perks to break down that game.
Oh, Kung Fu Master.
Oh.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. We want to take a look at a play that really sums up this game overall. Now, to start the scene, Unicorns of Love are set up to siege down the mid lane, and you can see as we look to zoom in on the map, as I find my tools, you can see pretty much the big setup here is that we have both Vladimir and GP on the respective sides of the map away from the mid lane. This is going to prove to be a rather large issue moving forward, and now as we play the replay, you can see how exactly Giants decide to respond. Now we're going to get a brief pause here.
And the Giants decide to defend the turret because they have to go in, and if they don't go in, then Unicorns can just back off. So now, right now, Unicorns commit for the fight, and then you can see Vladimir is coming from top lane, and you can see that GP is coming from bot lane, and GP uses ult soon, and then the fight becomes a long fight. So we just have to look at the Lucian, who is baiting for his team.
Yeah. So you're going to see as we move forward, you keep your eyes pretty much on Sonstar throughout this entire exchange. He gets stuck between a rock and a hard place, as well as the aggressive engage coming in from Maxlor. These are the 2 guys you want to track, and of course, really keep your eye on the mini-map as well, because Vladimir and GP are going to be the crux here as we move forward. So as we play out this replay, you're going to see exactly how this unfolds for the Unicorns of Love, and things look good at the start. You can see it stop right here, Sonstar and Maxlor, and we're just going to continue playing through this to the next point, because Sonstar, the guy you need to watch, he's going to get pretty much caught out here immediately.
He just knew that Shen will miss down, so he doesn't flash, but he dies anyways. And then Smitty J is, I think, FLICKR, because he kills everyone here, and Vladimir is coming from top, so it's a cleanup crew now.
Once again, looking at the Vladimir, looking down there at the GP as well, you can see exactly how this fight starts to unfold, because the GP damage is absolutely insane. The Vladimir damage is insane as well, and as we roll through the rest of this one, you said it, Smitty J, looking like FLICKR in these moments, just cutting down people left and right. Pretty clean overall. You can see at this point for a Vladimir, for a GP, once the fight is this messy, it's that easy to clean it up.
And here GP makes sure to get the kill to last it. Yeah. I'll do the same for sure.
Bonus style points coming in, but that messy team fight, those chaotic fights have been the story of the series so far, and as we move forward, we're going to have to see if these teams adapt. Now, Giants, they put up much better moves this time around.
In case you don't believe it, Giants lost. Yeah, I repeat, Giants lost.
If you're just joining us, Giants did, in fact, lose the game. Perks, my question to you, you predicted the 3-0, I predicted the 3-0. After some of the fights this game, do you think Giants are maybe going to be able to find a game here?
I mean, I thought it was going to be a trio, but after seeing this game, I thought Giants had pretty good chances because their bottom played good in the early game. Even though Stevie Tarek is like a winning matchup for Stevie Tarek, they like were up in CS and played good, but then they showed why they are Giants bot lane and they lost the game. So I think now it's going to be a trio for sure, because after this game, when you lose this kind of game, there's no comeback.
Well, I mean, it's something we're going to have to find out if their mental game can adapt. But we're going to take a 3.5-minute break, but stick around. Game 3 between the Giants and the Unicorns of Love is coming up as the battle for world contention continues.
Just move. Auto move, auto move, auto move.
You click A and left click?
No, right, okay?
Yeah, but how do you attack move?
Attack and move.
Do you click on them with right click?
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool.
The turnaround, the 2v3. Ultimate coming down from the top lane in from Gangplank. Hitlersign gets locked up. First blood to Maxlaw.
Silver might be here though. That's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm such a god, dude. Holy moly.
Teammates GG.
enemy blue 40. Don't lose focus. Don't lose focus.
It will be enough to take down Moo, but Chachi, beautiful double taunt, will claim both of those kills. 3 for 2. The Unicorns re-engage. Here comes Snide. He's looking for blood, quite literally.
We're all ulted here.
Someone check blood.
Blood.
I'm in deck.
I slow. Terror.
Nice.
Nice.
I got flooded.
With the comeback, Unicorns take game 2.